I wanted to come on today and share this product with you today. Carried Away with Tarte Collector Set and Adventurer Bag. So it comes packaged like this in a really pretty pink, purple and gold box. Here is what is inside. 24 full-size Amazonian clay eyeshadows, 8 maracuja lip glosses, sounds fancy, 1 Amazonian clay 12-hour blush in Adventurous, aka Shimmering Rose, 1 Blushing Beauty domed blush brush, 1 Lights Caramel Lashes 4-in-1 mascara, and 1 Amazonian clay finishing powder. This retails for $58, I think. If not, I'll put the price here. Let me tell you a little story. I love the Tarte eyeshadows. All of the palettes that I've gotten up to this point, the shadows have been very, very pigmented, really soft and blendable, and I had high hopes for this. It is just beautifully packaged. The one thing about the other palettes, the other Tarte palettes that I have, is that you can't really comfortably remove the quads or the eyeshadows to bring them with you when you go away. So I have to use them when I'm at home. So I was thrilled when I found out that this is like a to-go box. So it comes in this little bag. It's a lovely size. It has a big mirror. Hello. And it has, we'll start on this side here. They're the maracuja, don't ask me why they're called maracuja, lip glosses. Let me take those out. They come in a little zipped pocket here. There's some really, really gorgeous lip glosses in here. There's the lip glosses. I'll take, what do I have on my lips? I have pink on my lips now. I'll take this one up here. This colour here is Jenna, and I'm going to pop that on. These are usually quite pigmented, and they are, but they wash out sheer. I'm putting this over my lipstick, which is Victoria's Secret Naked, which I love. So you get 8 of those, and then in this little pocket here you get a mini Amazonian clay blush in Adventurous. Really prettiful, really pretty. What do they? How do they describe it? As a shimmering rose color. And it is. It's very pigmented. There's this Amazonian clay finishing powder. It's white for all the world. It's very similar to that HD powder, really finely milled. It also has a Tarte Lights Caramel Lashes mini mascara in black, I believe. I really, really like this. I really like this mascara, so I knew I would use that. It comes right here. It comes with a blush brush. It's a domed blush brush. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, it is fine. And then the pièce de la résistance. The real reason I bought this palette is what is behind this mirror. And it is the eyeshadow. I have marks on it because I already used it. It is the eyeshadow palette. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quads. And there's a piece of plastic here with all the names on it. Now, this morning I used this colour here, and I used this dark colour here. Let me show you those. These are, I'm just going to rub them. These are not as pigmented as the usual Tarte eyeshadows. They are pigmented just fine. They give off quite a bit of colour, but they're not as soft and as blendable as the usual Tarte eyeshadows, which is a smidge disappointing. However, If you were traveling with a palette, I would imagine that to try and travel with the other Tarte eyeshadows, they were really, really delicate. Like if you gave them a knock, a corner would fall off. So in order to travel with any of the Tarte eyeshadows, the formula needed to be different. So I understand why they made these eyeshadows a little bit harder. Two good things about that. First thing is you can travel quite comfortably with this tucked into your little travel case, and you can rest assured that they will arrive, hopefully, rest assured that they will arrive in one piece, so long as you don't kick your bag all the way to your destination. The other great thing about that is you're not going to get as much fallout. I also noticed about the other softer, more blendable Tarte eyeshadows is that they had a lot of fallout. So these ones do not. I have most of these colours, maybe not the greens down here, but in a lot of my other palettes I have very, very similar colours. So I think they've taken the best colours that they have and put them in this palette. You can make, this is a fantastic palette with regards to the selection of colours you get. You know, you're only a brush dip away from you could do an intense smoky eye with a bright purple or a teal. You could do a green smoky eye. You could do a bronze smoky eye. The one thing that I would be packing with this is my matte palette, either from Physicians Formula or from Sonia Kashuk, just to blend them out. So I have a matte highlight and a matte mid-tone blending colour. You have inner tear duct highlights. There's a beautiful gold one. There's a lovely vanilla one. Here's a pinky iridescent one. These are gorgeous. You know, for your highlight, you have everything you could possibly need in this palette for traveling. I'm thrilled to bits with this palette. So another funny story about this palette. So I was watching YouTube the other night, and I'm subscribed to Dusty O'Hunter. I may have mentioned him on here before. If I haven't, I should have, because he is fabulous. He does in-depth reviews of all kinds of cosmetics, and he's an incredibly talented artist and MUA, a makeup artist. He did a kind of pictorial vignette of this palette, and I instantly said I have to run out the next morning and get it. So I headed to my local Sephora, and I went in, and there was a girl, "Hi, can I help you?" You know, the usual. And I said, "Yeah, I'm looking for the Carried Away palette from Tarte." And she just looked at the, kind of threw her head over at the display like that and went, "No, we don't have it." And I had checked online that where I could pick it up. You know, when you enter your zip code, and I put in my zip code, and it said that it would be at this particular Sephora at this mall. So I drove over to get it, and she said, "No, we don't have it in yet." And I said, "Well, you know, online it said that you would." And she cut me off mid-sentence and said, she said, "Oh yeah, but there's so many Sephora stores," like dismissive. One way to get my Irish up is to act or to treat me like I'm a moron who can't use the internet. So I said, "Well, why would the Sephora site say that you had it and that you had several in stock if you don't?" "Oh, I don't know." And I said, "Well, here's a suggestion. Why don't you go check in the back?" And she said, "Oh, okay, I'll go check in the back." And she kind of walked off with an attitude. Now, what is it about salespeople? I worked in retail sales over the years in many different facets, and to me, working in retail sales is all about customer service. If you do not have customers who want to come back to your store, who are impressed with your customer service, you won't have a store very long. So why aren't big companies like Sephora training their staff to be nice? It doesn't cost anything. Even if she didn't have the palette, she could have just turned around and said, "Let me have a quick look in the back," go in the door, stand there for 2 seconds, come back out. You know, there's a nice way to go about things. Usually that Sephora store has the nicest staff, but in the last, I think I've only ever come across 2 people who rubbed me the wrong way in that store over the years. She wasn't that bad, she was just a little attitude. I know what attitude is, honey. Don't bring it, because I will come up in your business. I'll be all up in your business. I will tell you, I will go in the back and I will find the palette myself. Okay, so that was my introduction and a tiny review of especially the eyeshadows in this palette. I highly recommend this. If you see it, if you want something handy dandy to bring with you on trips, this is a fabulous gift. It's a fabulous gift for yourself, as I bought my own. So I hope that was helpful, guys. If you have any questions, you can post them down below in my pantalones, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!